All right, so down below is a portion of Hollywood. You guys, Hollywood Vine Street, I can pull this van over, we can talk about some history. Hollywood was developed in the 1920s.
Yes.
And when they were developing the city, they had took into serious consideration how Hollywood is strategically located to apply to many different types of films, right? A lot of us have aged, everyone except for one, right? You guys remember Aaron Spelling, biggest TV producer of all time? So Hollywood, 30 minutes from Hollywood, you could be at the Pacific Ocean. So you guys probably Hollywood was so strategically located they could adapt to ocean types of films. The city in itself, there are tremendous amount of studios all throughout it. You have Warner Brothers, Paramount, Netflix, Bronson, Riley, CBS, ABC, NBC, I can go on and on, right? And every day they're filming out of each and every one. Mulholland Drive, our next destination, has seen thousands of TV and movie scenes throughout the years. In about an hour and 15 minutes, you could be in Palmdale, Lancaster, and that is your desert, right? So again, Hollywood was strategically located to apply to all these different types of films. When the city was being developed in the 1920s, it was being developed by a land development company called Hollywood Land. In 1923, this land development company came up with a great idea. Let's put a sign on top of the hill that people could see from afar and use it as a marketing tool to lure people here to purchase property and real estate, right? 1923, the sign was made of wood. There were lights in each and every letter, and it read Hollywood Land, advertising the land for sale. Did anybody know that? Arizona, you didn't know that?
Nope.
So the Hollywood Land sign was only supposed to be up there for 18 months. It was an actual contract. But after the 18 months expired, people had taken a liking to it. Eventually, the land development company had to cut ties. They went back up to the sign, took the lights out because they didn't want to fund an electricity bill, and they dropped LAND off the end. Now, as the years go by, Pennsylvania, Delaware, you guys get some severe cold winters, right? However, Southern California doesn't, right?
Yeah.
But eventually, the weather took its toll. In 1978, the wooden Hollywood sign was beginning to rot, and engineers had determined that it was now a hazard to people and property below. The city sent a memo out to the community that they were going to have the Hollywood sign demoed. They were going to get rid of it. The city of Hollywood did not want to fund the rebuild of the sign. In 1978, you guys can imagine the filming in Hollywood. Aaron Spelling's filming everything, right? The Rockford Files, T.J. Hooker, Heart to Heart, you name it. The first Star Wars movie had just come out. So the community went into a little bit of an uproar. The rich and famous had gathered together. True story, you guys. We'll play a little game right here. Hugh Hefner, amongst others, they get involved. So Hugh Hefner goes to the Hollywood City, the Chamber of Commerce with a proposal. He wants to host a fundraiser at the Playboy Mansion to generate money to save the sign. Today, each of the letters are 50 feet tall to 35 feet wide, and they are made of aluminum. Alice Cooper at the Playboy Mansion donates $27,700, and he claims the letter O between the H and the L. The rebuild for the sign was that amount. Each letter cost $27,700. Hugh Hefner matched the amount and bought one of the letters of the Hollywood sign. What letter do you guys think Hugh Hefner bought? And that's the H. We're playing hangman. So no H, right? If you don't start picking, I'm starting to Pennsylvania in the back. Pick a letter. What letter do you think Hugh Hefner bought? Did someone say the D? I heard a D. Did someone say the D? No? Oh.
The L.
The L for ladies. No.
Yes.
No H, no L. Nothing for women. No, sir. Not it. What? There's no Q on.
Well, there's one now.
Come on, you guys. There's only a few left. There's some double O's. Think about it. There's some double O's. There's a D. There's a Y. So out of the 4 letters, the D is dirty. No, not the D.
Oh, no, you can say dollar too.
Now you only have It's not the double O's, you guys. It's the Y. Why the Y, though? Don't say why not, because everybody said it. You have forgotten the letter Y because it felt like it resembled Playboy, the bunny ears. Now, you guys get on Google and fact check. That is a true story. See that story? Had a fundraiser at the Playboy Mansion. A lot of money was taken in. He claimed the Y. Alice Cooper claimed the O, and the H and the L. All the other money came from just donations. Me as your tour guide, you guys, I always take into consideration each and every passenger. Like, when I first started doing this many, many years ago, I had people getting off the bus and they're like, well, which way do we go, right? So, as your tour guide, I will not just be talking about the obvious right here in front of us. I will give you guys options, right? LA is still the #1 most populated county in the United States. New York City is right up under us, but the difference is New York is smaller and they build high in the sky, and LA is spread out. So I will definitely give you guys options on this. Trip up to the northern part of California. A lot of people are going to be going up. Why I say that is because a lot of people do the California experience, right? If you want to appreciate California for the beauty that it holds, it's always going up or down the coast, right? If you're going up to the Bay Area, this freeway that we're about to be driving parallel to, the 101, it eventually goes back to the Coast Highway. Going north up the coast, you're going up the Big Sur. Santa Barbara, Monterey, Carmel. Amazing, right? Your car's GPS would have you go the 5 freeway. When you get to the central part of California, the 5 freeway, see cows, right? Some agriculture, but it's the most boring drive you'll ever experience. Going down the coast, you go Orange County, San Diego, that's how you get California. All the time. Right there once belonged to a basketball player. The basketball player is no longer living, right? Kobe Bryant is not the correct answer, right? He is no longer living, but he still holds the record in the NBA for scoring the most points in a game. He had scored 100 points, and it's never ding. Will Chamberlain scored 100 points in a game. He was a Los Angeles Laker. He was 7'7" inches tall, and eventually his heart became the size of his body, right? Will Chamberlain holds another record outside the NBA, but we're going to keep that low key because we got some ladies and a little child in the back, right? We got to keep this one rated PG. You know what I'm talking about?
Yes, we do.
Yeah?
Yes, we do, and you understand.
I think that his heart attack stemmed from something else. His second record, maybe. I wonder how he kept tally of that. You know, and if you don't shoot me later. So, I'm born and raised in this city. I've lived here my entire life. Every summer, even as a young kid, my parents would stick me on a plane and send me to Germany for my I've been to Nevada, Arizona, right? The only thing that I never got on the East Coast was Virginia. My in-laws are from Centerville, Virginia. Beautiful. I was impressed. You guys, do you see the sign that says Mulholland Drive? Okay, so Mulholland Drive was engineered and designed by William Mulholland. You guys were standing on the Mulholland Dam, but William Mulholland created this road to access the Hollywood Hills, but to be able to get all the way to the coast of Malibu. In my opinion, it's one of the most beautiful scenic routes here in the Los Angeles area. It has become popular over the years in music. You guys, Tom Petty, right? There's a freeway running through the valley. He's talking about the freeway to the left of us. He's referencing Mulholland Drive. He's talking about everything in this area. Kenny Chesney, a country singer, is singing about Mulholland Drive as well in a song called You and Tequila Make Me Crazy. TV and movie scenes are in the thousands. You guys remember that TV show MASH, based on the Korean War?
Yes.
I assure you, never filmed in Korea. It was filmed at Mulholland State Park, at Mulholland Drive. I want you to imagine there's a camera crew right here, right now, and they're filming that hill. And in MASH, the helicopters are coming over it. Dun, 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 dun. James Gardner in the Rockford Files. Can't even tell you how many times in his Pontiac Firebird. William Shatner and T.J. Hooker. I get a little bit more current. Harry Bosch, overlooking L.A. Special effects in E.T., The Fast and the Furious. There's even a movie called Mulholland Drive. And that is just a reference of you. A view of downtown L.A., but I'll get you in a little better position than that. Because that is a blind curve. There was another tour van anywhere near us right now. It would be stopping right here. Right? That might be one right there. But, and it would tell you, get a picture of the Hollywood sign. Because that's where all the other tour vans are. Stop here, and I tell you, get a photo. All right, we got to go. What I want you guys to do is follow my finger to where I'm pointing. Do you see the two white dome-shaped buildings up there on top of the hill?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, that is the Griffith Park Observatory. Have you heard of it yet? Have you been there yet? You've got to add the observatory to the bucket list of places to go. It is amazing. I'm a bigger fan of sunset, right? The views from the observatory are amazing. The observatory is actually a museum. It'll tell you all about the planets and the stars. But the best thing about it, it's a great way to spend time without planning. It's free. Our first celebrity home in Hollywood Hills is coming up now. It's on the left-hand side, down at the bottom. It's got an infinity pool in the backyard.
Wow.
I'm going to be real careful because I can get up here. But you guys see how 3 stories going down?
Esas casas tienen una vista.
I don't know if you guys follow the tabloids, but Bruno Mars is in a little bit of trouble right now. At the MGM Casino Hotel, he has $18 million in debt. He's a big gambler.
18 million. Dead for losing.
He's actually been performing there free.
He was drunk, probably.
Are you guys going to Vegas on this trip? No. You're a Vegas fan? I love Las Vegas. We could all pitch in $5 right now, fill the tank. Vegas.
How far is it?
4 hours.
Almost
Not
nothing.
bad.
Not bad, right?
Okay, Katy Perry bought her Mulholland Drive, Hollywood Hills home in the year 2019 and paid $11.2 million for it. You guys, that was in 2019. That dollar amount is cha-ching, cha-ching, it's going up. It is the brown and white house up at the top of the hill. Now for $11.2 million, and that is in 2019, Katy Perry is paying for the home, she's paying for the status of living in the Hollywood Hills, and she's paying for a view. And you're about to see what that view looks like. Excuse me. You can get on Zillow right now or Realtor.com and click the map part and start spitting out dollar amounts to all these homes. And it'll blow your mind. But Katy Perry is paying for this view over here on the left.
Oh.
Which is not right now the best of views. You guys, downtown LA to the left. I'm going to make this statement, and I hate doing it, but here in Los Angeles, always be mindful of where you're at, right? Downtown LA, where you see all those big tall buildings, called Running Canyon Park. They're hiking trails in the Hollywood Hills. I'm always kind of peeking for celebrity faces, but didn't seem to have any activity at the moment. Can you imagine if it snowed? We have some fun right now.
Whoa.
On a house that's owned by a filming company, a production company, and they film a lot of stuff out of it. It's hard to recognize it from this side, but it is the house that they used in Lethal Weapon 2 with Mel Gibson and Danny Glover. Mel Gibson actually pulled it off the side of the hill by special effects with his dually truck, but it was also Harry Bosch's house. Harry Bosch, right? It's going to be this one over here on the left. They're always filming something out of it. When I round the bend right here, you will see this home 3 times on the tour. First is from a little bit of a distance, and we're going to come right close up to it. And then again, at the end of the tour on Sunset, you'll see the entire estate. But if you're looking through the trees where you get the orange rooftop, that is Quentin Tarantino's home. Quentin Tarantino, Kill Bill, Pulp Fiction, Reservoir Dogs, right? His property is valued at $27 million. I have 4 kids, and I have one kid. I was telling my wife the other day, God, I wish I could get inside the kids' heads so I got the upper hand. Someone like Quentin Tarantino, I don't know if I'd want to be a super guy's head. His movies are great, but they're a little bit twisted, right? You gotta be disturbed. Quentin Tarantino lives Woodrow Wilson and Mulholland, so it's going to be all the way up top.
Wow.
Respect for Israel, very close, but it's really nice. But all this right here is his property. This is the part I like best about the estate. I could get a little bit more creative. I think I would have all the bricks painted yellow. Top of my yellow brick road.
Yeah.
I'm going to prepare you for this next. What's going to happen next? What's going to happen next? We're going to pull over at this overlook, and you're going to be looking straight down, right? So if you're one of those people that might not be so comfortable with heights, start looking to the left. However, when I do come to a complete stop, take a peek over there, right? Because there's some stuff I'm going to be pointing out. As I had mentioned earlier, there are a tremendous amount of studios throughout the Hollywood area. The majority of them do studio tours. Me being born and raised here, my parents drug us to all these studios, and I have 2 favorites. My 2 favorites are Paramount and Warner Brothers.
Me
If you were
too.
to ask me what's the better of the 2, I lean a little bit towards Warner Brothers. Warner Brothers does this 3.5-hour tour that'll blow your mind. It'll take you through animation, and then it takes you on to these different sets. We'll go into the cafe that all the Friends characters sat in, Perks Cafe. As I was sitting in that cafe where Joey, Monica, and Chandler sat, I tapped my daughter on the shoulder and said, "Sweetie, I haven't drank in years. I don't remember boarding the flight to New York," right? We were always under the assumption that the New York area was never built in New York. It was built in Warner. Another thing I'm going to point out, across the street from Warner Brothers is one of our theme parks, and it's Universal Studios.
Wow. Oh my God, yeah. Mira esto lo que se llama.
Huh?
Qué belleza.
Yeah, you, but no, I gotta get a big ticket, so hurry. Not allowed to be here. Go ahead, really quick. We're gonna have one person out. I'm not supposed to be in this area. I got a ticket the other day. Okay, so all that industrial area back there, in fact, there's a light blinking, blink, blink, blink. That's Warner Brothers Studios. It's one of the studios that's in the process of filming. Right, sir? Shut that door. We're gonna go to another location up here. This is North Hollywood right here. As we were coming up, we saw downtown LA. Now, let me tell you, we're getting this periodically, right? But from the observatory, you will get nothing but 360 degrees. So I'm going to get you guys in another position right here where you can get some really good photos. But we're sitting in the truck.
Wow.
Does anybody else ever drive before I insert my foot?
I like that. I just saw it. I love it.
You like it?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so can you see Harry Potter's castle right there, the Hogwarts castle? That's Universal Studios. Now, I will never say that it's better than Disneyland, but it is half the cost. And Universal's got some really good stuff. Can you imagine the night at night? It's like up there as well.
Yeah.
Mudslides, the sinkholes. Up until a month ago, we could go no further than Laurel Canyon, right? They evacuated the area. You'll see the reconstruction of Mulholland Drive as we go further. However, Laurel Canyon, after we made a left on it, Laurel Canyon goes down and hits the Sunset Strip. There's a documentary on Netflix called Laurel Canyon. If you like classic rock music, there is a tremendous amount of history in this area. Laurel Canyon was the home to The Doors, Janis Joplin, Joni Mitchell, Crosby, Stills and Nash, and many, many more. Those musicians decided to take a community, making it convenient for them to go out over the Sunset Strip made my heart jump, right? I'm looking in the mirrors, I'm thinking we're about to feel the impact of something. What's wrong? What's wrong? This guy from Australia goes, nothing, man.
Whoa.
That's what I meant, right? He goes, nothing, man. He goes, did you see the
Look at this. Look at this.
I looked at him and said, Australia, please tell me you're not talking about the squirrel. He goes, you're damn right, I'm talking about that squirrel. He goes, that's amazing. I pulled over up here and said, you gotta be kidding me. You should not give me a heart attack. I go, what do you mean it was amazing? It was a squirrel. He goes, I said, hey, we don't have squirrels in Australia. He goes, I ain't never seen one. I go, wow. Are you serious? He goes, yeah, I'm serious. And then the light flicked. So he said, well, my friend, I'm gonna forgive you for the heart attack you almost gave me. I go, but I just thought about it. Because I was driving on the wrong side of the road, sitting where you're sitting, and the kangaroos was coming right by. I go, man, I don't know. One of those things had to be there, but in the moment, it was hilarious.
Ya, esto es lo que
Right,
da
when I
que-
wrap this bend,
¿Cómo tú te sientes, dime, la verdad?
Feliz.
Feliz. ¿Qué tú
These
dices
homes
de
in front of
esta?
us are in a guarded gated
Increíble,
community,
nunca
which is
imaginaba
called
que
the
Hollywood
Summit,
era así.
right? There's
¿Verdad
some
que no?
names in
No,
there.
nunca.
But right now,
Pensaba
once
que
you
era una
guys
calle
look,
solamente.
imagine
Pero no.
right here, this is new asphalt. This is a sinkhole.
Wow.
This is collapsing. And even as we go further up,
Mira para allá.
you see new asphalt, new guardrails, all the drive is falling apart. Meaning that they
Mira
evacuated everybody in this area.
Wow.
All right. In the Summit, which is guarded and gated, that White House with the black roof, not to be confused with the basketball player, but the actor Michael B. Jordan resides in that home. It's a
Wow.
recently developed home
Mira
in the
eso.
last 6 years, but it is belonged to Michael B. Jordan.
Ay,
Manny Pacquiao went back to the Philippines, become a senator, and then he ran for presidency, but he still owns his Hollywood Hills home, which is the white one with the orange rooftop. Gwen
Oh,
Stefani,
mira eso.
when Gwen Stefani was married to Gavin Rossdale was the lead singer for a band called Bush.
aquella.
The two lived in the very first house, but they sold it to Sebastian Stockholm for $1 million. Then Gwen Stefani
Wow, mira eso.
married a country Carly Simon. You guys remember Carly Simon? In the song You're So Vain.
Ahora se me están mirando esas casas
Carly
en
Simon
estos
wrote that
días.
song about the man that lives in Chronicles.
Estaba mirando esas casas.
A lot of people think Carly Simon wrote that song for James Taylor or Mick Jagger, but it was really written for Warren Beatty. Warren Beatty is 88 years old. He still owns $77 million. He is the brother of Patricia. So $48 million, and that was years ago. Gives you an idea. For you guys' entertainment, this band is about 80 miles an hour on all the time. We're gonna do some drifting. Right? You guys hold on, pretend like you're an actor. This will be the next venues.
Don't worry about it, you'll be in it.
Now, if you're looking over to the left, this
La
is called
gente
the Beverly
respira
Ridge
en aire
Estates.
libre.
Beverly Ridge Estates is the ridge of Beverly Hills and Hollywood Hills, right? What's happening over here is cha-ching, 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 the dollar amount is skyrocketing. There is right now today a house in the Beverly Ridge Estates owned by a Saudi prince. It's on the market for $126 million. The biggest house in the United States is in Bel Air. It's called The One. The One is 105,000 square foot of home. Think about that. 105,000 square foot.
105,000.
Are you kidding? These cars passing through. Down below us right here, the home is built around the pool, and at one time belonged to Marlon Brando. But when Marlon Brando got ill, he literally gifted it to his website called Celebrity Aerial Addresses. Those will be where the celebrities have bought their homes, what they paid, how many they own. Jack
Mira
Nicholson
aquella, qué
owns
linda,
one and
mira.
one only.
Sí, está
It's
hecho
right
de
there.
de la piscina.
Now, the sad thing with Jack Nicholson right now is that he is going through major health issues.
Wow,
right?
yo estaba mirándolo en video.
Jack Nicholson is a avid Laker fan. If the Lakers are playing in Los Angeles at the Crypto.com arena, you can be sure Jack Nicholson's courtside. And not for quite some time. So a lot of people are thinking he might even be going to convention, which is sad. You know, there are just, in my opinion, there's these certain types of actors that are just meant to do what they do. Like when I ran into Denzel on my tour, that, you know, I don't even know what to say. I can't think of a role that Denzel has played that it's just become that person. I mean, think about it, right? When Man on Fire, man, I had to tell my kids I gotta go to the restroom when I was here, right? Training Day, like Denzel's that guy. Jack Nicholson's another one. He's always played a crazy person, but that's just his character, right? You're a good man, as good as it gets. By the way, we are now we are making our way through. I know you were here yesterday. I saw you yesterday. Right? Pennsylvania in the back. Were you here yesterday?
Yes.
Yes, okay. Arizona, were you here yesterday?
Yeah.
Germany, were you here yesterday morning? Yes? Were you here? Okay, did you guys feel it? Not feel it? Well, I didn't either. I'm starting, no, I'm just kidding. I was going to say, I'm starting to get mad. I'm hearing about all these other things I never get to feel. I have felt the feel in my life that I never want to feel again, right? Yesterday morning, while we were laying there getting ready to work, it said, stop and drop it. Back your head, right? I didn't feel it. Got out of the morning, we were like, don't panic. California's a very good state, right? Delaware didn't get what? This happens when it's like, you guys don't get tornadoes or right? I'm asking this question because I get to be able to hear myself. I've lived here my entire life. And this is a earthquake state. What's going on yesterday? So if you're living in an earthquake state, you guys, would you ever entertain the thought of building, living in a home like you see up here on the left?
Oh my God, no.
Those people are out of their mind,
Oh
right?
Dios, esta gente tan loco.
Oh my, no.
¿Tú te
No.
imaginas?
Increíble.
Con un terremoto en el estado donde
I
hay
had
más
this guy from
terremotos.
India the other day.
Pero
Oh
mira
my
que lo que no
God.
aguanta.
¿Ah?
Engineer.
Ay, ¿qué tan loca?
No, ellos no están locos, sino que le hicieron una base bien buena.
Said, I'm an engineer. I can tell you how to make that possible. And I said, India, I don't mean to be rude, but you can tell me anything you want. And you wouldn't catch my butt in there, right?
No, me either.
Those people
Oh
are
my God.
Está
¿Ustedes
bien.
creen
in the
eso?
Hollywood Hills.
No, yo no había visto una conversación así.
Home insurance? Like, come on.
Vamos suave,
He
man.
impressed me though. About 16 years ago, he said, looks like a 94 tour guy. They put spring in the, so if there's an earthquake, they'll start bouncing, right? And I looked at him in the mirror and I said, you know what, buddy? After this tour, let's get together. You and I can market that idea. Maybe we'll become millionaires. Because that's about the only thing that I can
Yeah, nothing will happen if you earned it.
crazy.
If it comes down. Oh, Dios. No está fácil eso.
I definitely am a big fan of the Hollywood Hills views. When it's crystal clear, you can see the ocean from up there and whatnot. But then I think about only being Mulholland Drive being the only way in and out, right? You have to get on Mulholland Drive at some point to get out. You know, when Mulholland Drive is falling apart, I don't know. I guess if I had that kind of money, I'd have a helicopter parked in the backyard ready for takeoff. So we get to Beverly Hills. We are
Sylvester Stallone. Sylvester Stallone. Ese es
It's a
un,
really good story.
ese es
And you
un
can watch that
escritor,
story
hace
on
películas, ha hecho películas, pero la historia que están diciendo de él es
Stallone is
tremenda.
telling how he grew up and what he endured.
Wow.
Really rough. You know, I have appreciation for people like that. Like, there are some good stories out there. I'm sure that you guys have seen the movie Purple Rain. But Prince went through some stuff too. His father was definitely an alcoholic, abused the mother, right? But he overcame. John Denver's got kind of a cool story. But his father was an Air Force pilot, and he didn't want to go to the music platform. John Denver became so successful after his dad retired from the Air Force, he bought a Learjet. One thing that you will never see in Beverly Hills, never to see a homeless encampment. No, it's sad, right? Go to Santa Monica, beaches out of
Wow.
figure out what all these people do.
Esto sí que vale la
Everybody's a
pena.
celebrity, but everybody's got Taylor Swift, who owns 4 homes in the United States, who is now
Oh,
¿De quién?
¿de quién es esa? Who owns the
4
house?
homes. One of 4. Taylor Swift.
Taylor Swift.
When I went to Virginia, my father-in-law lives in Centerville, which is 30 minutes outside of Washington, D.C. When we went on down and stuff, you could feel it. Just, it was wild,
Oh,
but
man.
beautiful state.
Beverly Hills.
Have you ever been to the Bodensee? Yeah? My Oma and Opa used to always take us to the Bodensee. And you can watch okay, so I gotta tell the other people, the Bodensee is a lake in Europe. It's Germany, Austria, and Switzerland. You're in the middle of the lake. Yeah.
Cold water. Oh, yes.
Yeah. Hello? Good? Yeah. Where do you guys live in Germany? Yeah, my parents are from Esslingen. Yeah, very good. How what about the Neckar? Drinking water? This house right here used to belong to a book author, Jackie Collins, romance novelist, sister to Joan Collins. million.
Wow.
He has a huge. He's like an Aaron Spelling, I guess you could say. All the movies like Top Gun, Fast and the Furious, Pirates of the Caribbean. He owns an extreme amount of wealth. This is Jerry Becker.
Wow.
All the trash cans in front of it. This is a filming owned by a production company. This was the governor's mansion in a TV show called Benson. It was also in a TV show called Eight is an F, and that's going back a long time, right? Animaville Horror. It's been a lot of stuff. They're always filming on it. Yeah, security right here. Always whenever you see the black SUVs.
Yeah.
Security.
De seguridad.
Probably for Jerry Becker. Versace was murdered, right, by his lover. His sister obtained all his wealth, and this is a Versace mansion in Beverly Hills.
La Versace.
Now this mansion, you can tell it's
Versace.
La
dated,
mansión de la
right?
Versace.
Beverly Hills and Hollywood, they're right around the same eras. And I think they were developing Beverly Hills to accommodate the rich and famous. They've been filming at this house right here for the last week. We can try and ask them, but nobody's telling. That's a good secret. Hey, what are they filming? Cuñado. Hola. China.
Muy bien, muy bien.
They're dated, right? So a lot of the pre-existing homes have been torn down, right? And then they develop new ones. Like this is actually recently developed. Not celebrity owned, but it's beautiful.
Ya un celebrador.
It just keeps going and going and going.
Solo me cuenta.
It's like taking a little stroll down memory lane. You can see where I'm going with that here. Agnes Moorehead. Agnes Moorehead played the role of Dora on the TV show called Bleach. Agnes Moorehead lived in this house.
Wow.
The other side of the street. So this was one.
Mira.
Rosemary.
I like this car.
You're casado.
Voy a comprar uno yo de esos.
Rosemary Clooney, singer and an actress, lived right here. You guys, a lot of people aren't aware of this, but George Clooney grew up in the state of Kentucky, and at 18 years old, his Aunt Rosemary said, "Georgie, come live with your auntie." And then Aunt Rosemary showed George Clooney the ropes. That's how he got connected. Germany, I think you'll appreciate this house. It's owned by Peter Falk.
Peter
Falk
Falk.
was a detective.
Yeah.
So he is survived by his wife, Sheriff Folk, who actually still lives here. Let's stay.
Ahí vivía así.
No Folk.
Aquí están todos los cambios.
I don't know, Pennsylvania, Delaware, Tucson, right? Imagine that your fire hydrants are either yellow or red. Probably the common color, right?
Yeah.
Beverly Hills is our, they call it platinum. Cheap silver spray paint, but they're referring to it as platinum. There is reason for They have top, silver fire hydrant, but across the street it's blue and white, yellow fire hydrant. So,
I wonder what that means.
checking out Beverly Hills, and now in the Hopefully Hills, cha-ching, dollar amount is increasing. 100 Carrollwood Drive. 100 Carrollwood Drive is an address in a house that holds so much. A tremendous amount of history. There's a story here. You can go to third world country, and if you mention the name of the man that was staying here when he was given the lethal dose of the sleeping medication, people recognize it all over the world. You're looking at the house that Michael Jackson passed away in.
La casa de Michael Jackson.
Michael Jackson did not pass away at Never Never Land. His personal assistant or his managers wanted him to get away from Never Never Land because of the allegations, causing him a tremendous amount of stress. He wanted to be close to Dr. Conrad Murray, Beverly Hills doctor, who was leasing this property here. Rick Rubin, years after Michael Jackson passed, bought this home. Rick Rubin is a music producer. He put hip-hop on the map with Run DMC, the Beastie Boys, but he's done a lot of different artists as well. 100 Carrollwood Drive. Googling where did Michael Jackson pass away? Yeah, this is here on the map. This house that's being developed in front of us, this is going to be the second largest home in the United States. It's going to be a 95,000 square foot home. It's being built on the project right now. Inherited the home from her mother. Her mother, Judy Garner.
Mira este caballo.
Beverly Hills. See that Beverly Hills? I've ever met, this guy by far is the coolest. His up was pretty cool, but Lionel Richie's a different kind of man. Lionel Richie doesn't get a lot of credit where credit is due. Like, there are country artists, Kenny Rogers.
Yes.
Kenny Rogers
Yes.
is a big country artist, but 85% of his music was written by Lionel Richie.
Wow.
Lionel Richie also, after the UK came up with Band-Aids, Lionel Richie got all those people to go into that recording studio, and he puppet mastered everybody to create We Are the World.
Yeah, we're just looking at it, just hearing it. Yeah, nice.
Saw that on Netflix?
We are the world, yes.
Yeah.
We are the children. We make a better life, then let's start living. Oh, yeah.
Lionel Richie's garden right there.
Yeah. Nice.
Shave a beard, bro.
Wow. Mira eso. Ajá.
The security happened when he started being a judge on American Idol. Prior to that, we didn't have security. Now that those judges get paid $18 million a season.
Whoa.
Perry, Luke Bryan, $18 million a season. I found that out when the panel was Brian Carey, Nicki Minaj, Simon Cowell. I forgot who the fourth one was. But Nicki Minaj and Brian Carey always fighting together. I was like, how much are these girls getting paid for this? And I found out each judge gets paid $18 million. And that's just a side job, right?
Ah, la verdad que sí.
Oh, have you guys seen Waymo driving around yet? All by itself? Has anybody yet seen that?
Yeah, I saw one,
You
yeah.
saw one?
Yeah.
You've seen the robots blinking eyes
Oh, yeah.
through the city? Waymo's looking to see a lot of Beverly Hills. Subscribe to it's a Jaguar SUV. Pull up to your you get in it. Nobody's in it. Stay close with me. Turn everything. There's so many people left in the light. Beverly Hills Hotel.
Beverly Hills
Beverly
Hotel.
Hills Hotel. The Eagles did use it on the Hotel California album. Today it is owned by the Sultan of Brunei.
Beverly Hills Hotels.
Time in the year where what's going on in the city, the rates fluctuate. But the last time, it was $950 a night minimum. And Beverly Hills Hotel is pretty expensive. The Sultan of Brunei owns both the Beverly Hills Hotel and the Bel Air. So this area right here, those stopping
Ese hotel, $925 por noche.
Donald J. Trump owns this house right here. It's supposed to be
Mira eso.
in Beverly Hills today.
Estos son cuidando allá afuera.
So, services in here.
Mira ese servicio.
When he gets here, they will.
Oh, yeah. Mira eso.
This intersection. Don't let it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Light. Okay, when I first started this job, I got stuck there with them. Somebody goes, when are you gonna go? I said, man, when I can afford to. Lamborghini, Ferrari, Rolls. I said, I'm not doing that.
Esto es andar por las calles de Beverly.
el Beverly Hills.
What's the most photographed sign?
Yo le tomé
It's
foto.
in France.
Mira.
What is it? It's the Eiffel Tower. I go, hey, France, I hate to be the bearer of bad news, right? The Eiffel Tower's not a sign. That's right. Oh, you're right. What do you think's driving that Ferrari? What I could do, you guys, is I could run into it a little bit. Him and I will get out and exchange information, or her and I, and I'll tell you exactly. Be a celebrity. Do that, right?
Mira qué belleza. Esto es en Beverly Hills. Qué belleza, la verdad. Pennsylvania, Mr. Mexico, Mr. Arizona, Mr. Germany, and Mr. Co-Pilot. I'm apologizing to you, men, because unfortunately I have to take the ladies down the most expensive street in the United States. Oh, now you're creating the problem. No, but it's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Yeah, it's fine.
Now, I noticed I didn't include the ladies in the apology because I've never had one that's had a problem with coming down this street. I want to tell you guys though, they outside is to show the status of the designer, who is who and what's what. That's the best. The designers, Saint Laurent, Christian Louis Vuitton, Diego Boneta, they don't own the buildings. They lease the buildings to the property investors. I'll tell you right now, these property investors are. They're charging these designers 4 to 5 times more in lease than the streets that run parallel. Most of these stores, like Christian Louis Vuitton, doesn't sell enough red-bottom shoes to pay the lease. It depends on all his sister stores to pitch in from the profit margins to keep the designer's name on their tail. In fact, ladies, if you're looking for a 20% out sale in any of these stores, you are not going to find it on Rodeo. Christian Louis Vuitton on the right is the store Julia Roberts got kicked out of in the movie Pretty Woman. It's funny because as we drive down it, you'll see a lot of people. Bunch of people, but let's say there's 75 people, maybe 3 of them have something in their hand. They had shopping. A lot of people are just walking to find out. You're not only paying for Christian Louis Vuitton, you're paying for Christian Louis Vuitton for nail, Mark and Vuitton.
Yeah, you're right.
There's one store that's supposed to be China Mall. It's the most expensive store for nails. It's said to be the most expensive men's store in the world. The yellow one on the right is called the House of Bijan.
Mira la House of
You see some
Bijan.
parking meters here. over here, only one on Rodeo is painted yellow because the Bajan designer bought the parking meter, painted it yellow to match the car, to match his store. That is by appointment only. Yeah, that car costs more than some people's homes.
Wow. Pero tenemos que venir para acá. MGM. The cartel. Givenchy. Bugatti. Wow.
You're looking at some of these stores, seeing some stuff you like. I do a lot of shopping on Rodeo Drive. It's usually right over here on the left.
Mira, man.
You're down there. So I'll pull over and give you a little ice cream out of that thing.
Mira, man. Mira
Other
para
than
acá.
that, and don't you gentlemen worry, because at the end of this tour, I assure you, I will show the ladies where the Rosses live. Why pay more when you can pay less, right? This is the Beverly Grand Hotel in front of us. Where are you from? This is me and Beverly Grand Wilshire. My sister, aunt, you recognize her?
No estaba grabando.
Oh, ¿tú me estabas grabando tú? Oh, no.
Menu at the Beverly Grand Wilshire.